Hey Latitude students, happy Wednesday. This is Miss V here again, and I am here today to share a little bit about my experiences as a first generation college student. So a little bit more about myself. I'm originally from Lancaster, California, which is about an hour up north from the center of Los Angeles, home of the poppy fields. Then after that, I moved to UCLA, where I completed my undergraduate degree in psychology and got a minor in education studies. Here's a picture of me with Chicharito at one of the practices that they had. I also did research as an undergrad, and this is me and my best friend at our graduation photos. After that, so after UCLA, I moved to the Bay Area, where I was a college advisor for high school students. Absolutely loved my job, but decided to go back to graduate school to learn more skills to help me become a school counselor. With that being said, I made my way to the East Coast, to where I attended Harvard's Graduate School of Education. At Harvard, I studied what's called prevention science and practice, which is a super fancy way of saying I studied psychology, but also I learned how to create programs for youth that incorporate some of the positive factors that there are in their lives. To promote their overall well-being. So these are just some of my photos, and I am now currently a student at CSU East Bay with photos to come. So I've done a lot of schooling, I think, but over the years, being a first gen student has really taught me that it's okay to ask questions, and has made me more comfortable with the unknown, right? Because I think as a first gen student, just growing up and going through the college process, I had a lot more questions than I did answers. But it really taught me how to be an advocate for myself and be an advocate for my education. And one of the biggest lessons that I learned as a first gen student was to never doubt yourself. And it's easier said than done. One example in particular was before getting to UCLA, I participated in a summer bridge program that was supposed to help like first gen students from low income backgrounds with the transition to college. And I remember taking an English class, and the first things the professor says when he walks in the door was that the average for this class that I've given in the past is usually a C, or students fail. So good luck. And that registered in my mind. I was super scared. It was one of my first classes, and it made me really hesitant. And one of the first assignments that I got, I remember looking at an article that he gave us to read and not understanding what one word that was in the page, having to look up every other word in the dictionary. And for me, that instilled a lot of doubt. So I remember calling my dad one night and just crying and being like, I don't know if I can do this, right? And he just me dio un consejo, or some advice of like, you know what, just give it your all and do your best. And so with that, I think that also a lesson that taught me was to never give up, right? And now looking back, to know that, it might be hard at times, and things may not come easy, but it's okay. Give it your best effort, and really use the community and the people and the resources that are around you, and never give up. And so, yeah, that was one of the biggest lessons that I learned as a student. Again, never doubt yourself, and just understand and know that your voice matters in these spaces. All right, so a piece of advice I have for you all is to remember to take care of yourselves. It's really easy in college to get busy with a lot of different activities and a lot of different schoolwork, but always remember to make time to do the things that you love to do. For me, it was participating in a running club, and also on the weekends, I would run to Santa Monica Pier, which is really, really close to UCLA. And I would just really enjoy the views and take some time to relax. One of my favorite memories in undergrad was studying abroad. I went to the Netherlands in the summer of 2016, for those of you who know, hashtag no era penal, and I really enjoyed my time there. Here are some photos. I never in a million years thought that I would have been able to travel to Europe, and I, applied for financial aid, applied for scholarships, and was not only able to study in the Netherlands, but also was able to explore different countries in Europe afterwards. And so again, here are some of my photos. I was able to go to places like the Barcelona Stadium, And here I am with my best friend. She's a Real Madrid fan, so we also made a trip there. And I was able to see things like MTV, like I would see Messi play, but being able to hear the stadium shout his name was a totally different experience. This is some of my photos from Italy. And yeah, I think traveling gave me a deeper understanding of the world around me, and I absolutely loved it and recommend it for everyone that's interested. That was a little bit about my study abroad experience. I know some of my best friends also went to New York City and really enjoyed their time there. And so I hope you all enjoyed some of my experiences and some of the things that I shared. If you all have any more questions, again, I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you all have. See you later.